Hi there, and welcome to Clarkdale Volkswagen. My name's Nelson Phillips, and here today we have our 2020 Volkswagen Tiguan IQ. For 2018, the Tiguan was completely redesigned with more safety, space, and technologies. For 2020, we're seeing the introduction of the IQ trim level, which comes right between the Comfort line and the High line trim. The IQ is a great trim level with the amount of standard features and the highest level of safety technology you can get in the Tiguan. So let's go through and take a look at the vehicle together. So standard with the IQ trim level, you're gonna get these beautiful 17-inch Dublin alloy wheels. You're also gonna have your automatic high beam assist, which is great when you're traveling up dark highways because you can just leave your high beams on and they're automatically gonna be dimmed and put back on based if there's other cars coming towards you on the road. So some of the standard safety technology offered in the IQ is all located right behind the windshield here. What this system is doing is it's watching for vehicles ahead of you on the road, it's paying attention for pedestrians as well as other vehicles, giving you a warning before actually being able to apply the brakes for you to avoid any accidents from happening. A really good feature to have, and that's what's also going to give you that 10% discount from ICBC when doing your insurance every year. As we get to the side of the vehicle, we're gonna get these beautiful chrome finishes along the door sills and on the roof rails. You're also just really gonna notice how much more accentuated that roof line is and how much more space you're getting from the vehicle overall. As we get into the inside of the car is where we're gonna see how much more obvious those space improvements really are. So one of my favorite styling improvements they've made to the redesigned Tiguan is gonna be the all-new LED taillights, just giving it such a noticeable presence when driving down the road. You're also gonna have your power-operated tailgate, which is gonna be standard on the IQ trim level. As we see here, this is gonna be the 3-row option in the Tiguan, which is only $750 to add that 3rd row. So now sitting in the 3rd row of the Tiguan, definitely not too ideal for adults to be sitting back here for longer distance drives, but for children on shorter distance drives, it's actually gonna be quite suitable for daily use. So here we have one of our very well reconditioned 2016 Tiguans, which we have available through our certified pre-owned program. Really good option if you don't need all the space that you're getting from the new Tiguan. But let's just go and show you some of the differences that have been made going from one generation to the next. So as you'll see here in the previous generation Tiguan, definitely a bit more on the compact size, but still very functional space if it's just gonna be you driving around most of the time. So as you'll see, an obvious improvement in the space that you're getting from the previous generation Tiguan. Really ideal for packing the family into the car and just loading the car full of stuff for longer distance drives. One of the things I like so much about the trunk space in the Tiguan is the usability of this tonneau cover. Most SUVs are gonna have a tonneau cover that's of course gonna keep your stuff out of sight, but what's really handy is once you wanna fold up the 3rd row, you're actually gonna have somewhere to put that thing. So as soon as we get into the 2nd row of the Tiguan, you're immediately gonna see how much more space you just have to sprawl out and relax. You get your really comfortable armrests on both sides, your charging for the center there, as well as your 12 volt. And then once again, you get that beautiful panoramic sunroof to look out for more scenic drives. So a really nice addition for the 2020 Tiguans is gonna be the Wizard Blue interior option. Not only have there been significant improvements made to the space in the Tiguan, but you're also gonna see huge improvements to the comfort and refinement that you get from going into the interior. You're gonna get quite a bit of different customization that you'll see through the center display right ahead of the driver here. You're also gonna have a much more modern infotainment screen, which now is gonna have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built in as standard. The climate controls are left on the bottom in a pretty traditional standpoint there. So you're gonna have adjustable temperature for both the driver and the passenger with your fan speed in the middle. You'll also have your heated seats, which will be standard with the Tiguan. Now coming to the transmission, we're gonna have an 8-speed transmission that's now gonna govern the 2-liter turbocharged engine, which sees an improvement of torque over the previous Tiguan, while now only using regular octane gas, which is only gonna save you at the pump as gas prices keep going higher and higher. So in the Tiguan, we're also gonna have control over quite a few different drive modes and settings when you get into the car. So we're gonna have the normal drive mode, which you're just gonna leave it in most of the time for regular driving, but you're also gonna have the addition of a snow mode and an off-road mode, which are just gonna be really good to have if you're ever driving the vehicle in those types of conditions. You're also going to have the drive mode select, which is going to allow you to choose an eco mode for the most efficient driving, a normal drive mode for the best fuel efficiency but still having access to that response that you want, and then the sport drive mode if you just want the best response possible for the car. So enough talk about the car, let's just get this thing on the road and see how it does. One question that I very frequently get from our customers is how much are these safety systems really going to interfere with the drive of the car? A thing that I really like about these systems is that you wouldn't even know that the car has them unless it's actually kicking in to keep you safe from a situation you weren't able to respond to. So in my opinion, it's just something really good that anybody can benefit from having in your car. Not only is it just keeping you safer, but once again, you're getting that 10% discount from ICBC on your annual insurance. So if you've driven the previous generation Tiguan and now get into the new generation that we're in now, one of the most noticeable things is just going to be how much smoother and more refined the whole driving experience is in general. Especially when you get up to higher speeds, you're just going to notice how much smoother and quieter the whole cabin and feel of the car is in general. So a really nice feature that you're going to get along with all the safety that this vehicle includes is the adaptive cruise control feature. This feature is so nice because what it's going to do is it's going to adjust your speed based on the vehicles that are around you in traffic. So all you have to do is set the max speed that you'd like to be going, but if you're sitting in traffic that's going any slower than that, your car is just automatically going to adjust the gas and the brakes to maintain the speed of the vehicle ahead of you. Something that's almost hard to live without once you've experienced it. So some other improvements in the safety of the car is going to be the blind spot indicators. Anytime you're driving an SUV, it's just a really good thing to have. You'll just see this little yellow light come on as soon as there becomes a vehicle just next to you. So instead of having to shoulder check and do that awkward swerve back into your lane, you'll just have a pleasant reminder there letting you know that it's not a good time to change lanes. So if you guys are able to act quick, we actually have some of our 2019 models that are still left in stock with some really good rates and incentives going on for the vehicles. But now we are getting our 2020 models in stock, which already have very good residuals for leasing and have some new additions like this IQ trim level. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to let myself, Nelson Phillips, or any of the other advisors at Clarkdale Volkswagen know. Thanks again for watching, guys.